Hey everyone, today's video is about when you get a panic attack when they yell at you. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's get going. The afternoon sun filters through the windows, casting a soft golden hue across the apartment. You're sitting on the couch, mindlessly flipping through a magazine. It's supposed to be a relaxing day with your boyfriends, Bakugo and Kirishima, but there's a lingering tension in the air that you can't quite place. It feels thick to you, almost suffocating, and every small sound makes you flinch. Kirishima sits next to you, his usual cheerful grin replaced with something that was a bit more serious. And Bakugo was standing near the kitchen, arms crossed over his chest, scowling. I told you not to leave the door unlocked, Bakugo says, his voice sharp as it cuts through the silence. He went slightly at the tone, eyes dropping to the magazine, though you're really not reading it. It was just for a few minutes. You mumble, not wanting to engage. You can feel your heart starting to race, the first signs of anxiety creeping in, but you try to keep calm. It's just a small argument. They argue like this all the time. But what if someone had gotten in? You know I can't stand when things like this happen. Bakugo snaps again, voice rising in frustration. You feel the panic in your chest, breath catching in your throat. Your hands start to tremble slightly as you grab the edge of the magazine, your mind already spinning into worst-case scenarios. It's not the first time he's gotten angry, but for some reason, today it just feels heavier. His words seem louder, sharper, as if they're echoing inside your head. Kirishima leans forward, trying to de-escalate the situation. Come on, Bakugo. It wasn't that big of a deal. We're all here and nothing happened. But Bakugo was not hearing it. His eyes flash, and his gaze locks onto you, the intensity of his frustration palpable. That's not the point, Kirishima. The point is, it shouldn't have happened at all. His voice breaks, and it feels like the walls themselves are closing in on you. Your breath quickens, heart racing uncontrollably now. You can feel your chest tightening, a cold sweat starting to form on your forehead. Your hands shake more violently as you try to take in air, but it feels like the room was shrinking, like the walls were pressing in on you. Please stop, you whisper, but your voice is so small that you're not sure they hear it. Kirishima notices the change in your demeanor first. He's always been more sensitive to your emotions, and his crimson eyes widen in concern. Hey babe, you okay? He reaches out, placing a gentle hand on your knee. He tries to nod, but the tightness in your chest worsens. You can barely get a breath in, and tears prick the corners of your eyes. I can't breathe. He managed to choke out, your hands gripping the fabric of your pants in a desperate attempt to ground yourself. But it's not working. The panic was swallowing you whole. And everything feels too much, too loud, too bright, and too intense. Baku's expression immediately shifts from anger to concern. Shit. He mutters under his breath, taking a step forward. Babe, what's wrong? Kirishima shifts closer, his strong arms wrapping around you, gently, trying to calm you down. Hey, it's okay, Wayan. We're here. Just breathe with me, alright? His voice was soft, soothing, in stark contrast to the sharpness of Bakugo's earlier words. You shake your head, the tears spilling over now. I can't. Kirishima's brows furrow, his grip tightening slightly as if he's trying to anchor you to reality. You're safe. It's just us, okay? No one's mad. We're right here. Bakugo kneels in front of you, his crimson eyes now filled with regret. He reaches out, but he hesitates, unsure if his touch will ever help or worsen things. I'm sorry, he mutters, his voice quieter than you've ever heard it. I didn't mean to yell. Just focus on me, okay? Look at me. Your eyes dart to him, and he slowly extends his hand towards you. His touch is surprisingly gentle as his fingers brush against yours, grounding you just enough to bring you back, even a little. Deep breath, love, in and out. Kirishima coaches you, his voice incredibly steady. He begins breathing deliberately, deep and slow, encouraging you to follow his lead. You try to mimic him, but it feels like your lungs were constructed, and no matter how much you try, the air just won't come. Tears fall faster, and you close your eyes, feeling a wave of helplessness wash over you. I'm I'm sorry. You stammer, feeling the guilt fall over you. I didn't mean, I just. Don't apologize. Bakugo interrupts, his voice still soft, though the intensity of his gaze hasn't lessened. This isn't your fault. I shouldn't have raised my voice. We care about you. And we don't want you to feel like this. Kirishima nods, pulling you a little closer into his embrace, his warmth helping to ease the cold panic gripping your body. We love you. All right. We'll never let anything happen to you. And so you're safe here. Always, Wayan. Slowly, very slowly, you start to match Kirishima's breathing, in and out, shaky but improving no matter what. The suffocating weight begins to lift, the tightness in your chest loosening just enough for you to take a deep breath. Bakugo stays kneeling in front of you, his hand still holding yours, his thumb gently brushing over your knuckles. I'm sorry, he repeats, and this time, there is a vulnerability in his voice that you don't hear often. I didn't mean to freak you out. I just worry about you. I know. You whisper, your voice shaky, but stronger than ever. I'm just. Sometimes when you yell. I know, Ayan. Bakugo cuts in, and I'll work on it. I don't want to make you feel like that again. Kirishima presses a kiss at the top of your head, his arms still wrapped securely around you. We're here, no matter what. If you ever feel like this again, just tell us, and we'll do whatever we can to help. The three of you sit in silence for a few moments, the tension slowly dissipating. The panic in your chest begins to fade, replaced by the warmth of their presence, their love, and you're not fully calm yet, but at least now you were getting there. Bakugo shifts to sit closer to you, wrapping an arm around you, and Kirishima keeps his arms around your waist. We'll figure it out together, Wayan. Kirishima mutters, you don't have to go through this alone. Bakugo tightens his hold on you. Yes, we've got your back, Wayan. Always. You take a deep breath, finally feeling like you can breathe again, nestled between the two of them who mean the world to you. And for the first time, you know that with them, you were safe, always. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and goodbye!